Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Come on, set. 30 base, let's go. Bring it. Smoke. 56. Yes.
Off the play fake. Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there right off the bat. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Love. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Tighten up. Watch his arm.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Got you, boy.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Henderson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
56 to Mark. 56. Check the cheat out. Ready.
Off play action. Love. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check.
From the gun, Henderson escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burgess. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Following the fumble recovery, Love. He's going to sling this deep down, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Henderson steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Henderson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky. Because they've been...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Off the play fake. Love. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a give, right side. It's Griffin. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. CD, he is getting closer. He just went past 18,000 career rushing yards, just a few hundred away from Mr. Emmitt Smith.
And aren't you glad we don't have to go down and interview him after the game?
I don't want to talk to him.
Because you know we'd have to ask him about the record. He doesn't want to talk about it at this time, I'm sure. But the countdown will officially begin.
Yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Everybody knows he's knocking on the door. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 37, check 37. Good roll,
Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Go, go. Whip. Watch the whip. Go. Check him up. Check the call, check the call.
Now Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 51's the mic, boy. 51. I got him. Mike 51. Mike 51. No chance. Hey.
Back to throw. Henderson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check it out.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henderson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Stay with your man. Mike, go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Off the play fake. Love. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And an alley to run. 31 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Set, ready. 10-2 on. Nice 7, let's go. General, fast. Ready.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. This is Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Henderson. This will be caught by Brown. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
You must get tired of seeing me. Wide, get wide.
From the gun on 3rd down, Henderson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off play action. Love. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the air.
And a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Looking to throw. Henderson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
4 down, check, 4 down. Go, Mike, give you one. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Off the play fake. Love under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off play action. Love. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burgess. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check 52.
To throw from his end zone. Henderson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, Henderson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 9. 51, Mike. Mike 51. He's checking. He's over. Crash.
Throwing again. Henderson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We got 3. Hey, switch gears. Yeah. 51's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Henderson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike, 50. Go. 51. Check tight end.
On 1st down, Henderson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he is in for the 2 points, and they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Yep. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Ready.
Off play action. Love. Robinson's got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Go.
Off the play fake. Love. It's complete to Robinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Let's get it.
On 4th down, Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Joker. Ready, go.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Brings up 2nd and goal. Cowboys 2-yard line.
2nd and 2. Staying on his feet, pushing through the contact. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
He's checking crap.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. 82 yards as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
Check, 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 check.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he would get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Nice little juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Out of the gun, Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Mike 56.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Hey, go.
56.
Top. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Check 13. Right, 64, weak. 6. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. You are seeing 6.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all set. Go.
Off play action. Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Henderson, he'll buy some time right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here we go.
From the gun, Henderson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Henderson being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
To throw on 3rd down. Henderson dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Henderson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Fight 51. Mike 51. He don't know no better.
Throwing on 1st down. Henderson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. On 1st and 10, Henderson buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes.
General, fast.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Orbit. What's that?
Check, Mike.
This it. Mike 54.
I'm going to come back.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.